Hey, buenos dias. Pastor Junior here once again, and the title of my message this morning is "Your Tears Belong in His Presence." Your tears belong in His presence, and it's right here in Psalm 39, Psalm 130, Psalm 39, and we're gonna focus on verse 4. But it says Psalm 39. It says to the chief musician. Once again, to the chief musician, because it was to be sung in the temple worship, temple service. And then it says to Jeduthun. Jeduthun was one of the chief master musicians. They were appointed by King David to Jeduthun. And then it says a psalm of David, right? So it's a psalm of David. Once again, a psalmist. What's a psalmist? Well, a psalmist is one who writes psalms. A psalmist is one who writes psalms, right? But okay, he said David, psalmist David right here in verse 4, right, of Psalm 39. He says this. He says, Lord, make me to know my end, and what is the measure of my days, right? Once again, Psalm 39 verse 4 says, Lord, make me know my end, and what is the measure of my days, that I may know how frail I am, right? That I may know how frail I am. Our life, what we learn here is that our life is fragile, but it's a measure of God's grace, right? Once again, our life is fragile, but it's a measure of God's grace. And the second thing that we learn here is that, well, to be a Christian is to be like Christ. To be a Christian is to be like Christ. So expect tears. Once again, what's the title of our message? Well, your tears belong in His presence. Your tears belong in His presence. And why? Well, because God understands what you're going through. God understands what you're going through, man. And hey, ¿sabes qué? Psalm 39, verse 4 once again. Lord, make me to know my end, and what is the measure of my days, that I may know how frail I am. All right, so there you are. Just a word of encouragement. Your tears belong in His presence. Amen. Orale, God bless you guys.